Hey, how are you? So this might come as a surprise to a lot of you, but as unathletic as I tend to be, if you know me, I actually played a sport in school. Yeah, I had one game that I felt I knew how to, I had an affinity to, I was able to get excited about it enough to get in the field and kick a ball around. Guess what, guys? I played volleyball in school. Yes, me. Me, I did play volleyball, and it wasn't like I got to the point where I actually competed at any level, but enough that when it was time for sports, I wasn't bored, I wasn't tired, I was able to get out there and excitedly play a game. And part of the things that contributed to this was a game master we had at that time called Uncle Baz. Yeah, I still don't remember his real name till date, but I knew him as Uncle Baz in school, and he was the one who, he would tell me, they used to call me by my surname at that time. So he would tell me, you serve a good hand, you serve a good hand, just continue doing that. And that was the first time on a field anybody was actually telling me that you can actually do this. And so I tried and I continued serving. But what happened, I have at least always looked like a nerd. I was the bookworm. I had my glasses on. And so what happens is that sometimes I would be afraid to actually get on the field. And then something happened along the line. And then I wasn't playing very well. I wasn't serving very well because one of my strengths was that ability to, to serve the ball. And then he would say something like, you used to do this very well. You used to do this very well. You are just looking at other people and trying to copy what they are doing. Meanwhile, you have a good hand. Do what you're supposed to do before. And then I would try to do what I used to do before, and then I would have some success. And this goes to say that sometimes your unique capabilities are actually equipping you to do it well. That is the base on which you are supposed to develop, what you know how to do. You're supposed to take that which you already have and develop on it. But most of the times, what we tend to do is we want to go copy what the other person is doing, how we saw the other person kick off. So there is that very thin line between benchmarking and actually copying. The moment we start to copy exactly what the person is doing, we tend to lose all of our original effectiveness. So the original composition, the thing that makes you discard it, and thereby discard your original advantage in order to do what someone else is doing, probably with her own advantage. Can you realize this in your life today? That there are some things that make me. There are some things that make it possible and easy and convenient for me to even get in front of a camera and talk to you this afternoon. That makes it different from you. That you are not able to, do it exactly the same way I am doing it, but there are some things that make you, some advantages that you're supposed to hone on. We talk about strategy a lot. I can tell you the first thing about strategy is figuring out, what do you have? What are the strengths you have? And let me tell you, everybody has their own follow-come advantages. If you can work those advantages, then you will, excel. You can build on it. You can develop a style on it. But if you continue insisting on doing things like someone else is doing them, then you have a harder place to climb. It means you discard your original giftings. You discard your original strengths. You discard the things that are already working for you and decide to pick on and compete with things that you don't have. Doesn't that make life hard for you already? Yeah, I think that was why I told the whole of that story. I think it's something you need to think about, something you need to try and figure out. What are the things that I already have working for me? What am I already good at? How can I build on it? And sometimes, take your eyes off your neighbor. Hello? Take your eyes off your neighbor and do what you have been called to do. Let's talk more on this later, okay? Bye-bye, guys.